Hey everybody, Chance from Aquascape here. It's Saturday morning and just going through normal routines. Going to be shipping some plants, going to be watering some stuff, doing a little bit of trimming. Figured I would just kind of take you guys through a typical Saturday morning as far as what I deal with, what I do. Yeah, so we start typically, I just start watering stuff. I do it while it's nice and cool because the greenhouses get really hot, especially in August in South Florida. So I've already sprayed a little bit, but you know, we'll go ahead and spray again. Basically, I just keep the hose on like a flat setting. I kind of just spray down the line here. The bins have already been watered. Like I said, I already did a bit of watering. So this is mainly just to show you guys that I don't really have too hardcore of a routine or system, I guess you could say, on how I water. I just make sure that everything gets watered. I don't want to blast things too hard. Anything that's trailing, I wet, you know, that's all stuff that needs to be propagated. All this right here, this needs to be chopped and put into another bin. It's like well overdue for that. Typically, I don't let the plants start to trail off like that, but I've been busy lately, and I'm also taking a bit of a turn in what I'm going to be doing with my life and Aquascape. I'm actually going to be cutting down on plant sales a lot, like only going to be supplying one fish store, Bad Fish, and no more direct to customer sales. Maybe a few auctions here and there, but not like I've been doing. And from there, I will focus more on scaping. I've got a few clients lined up for some scapes and some other things going on, some new expos that I'm a part of, and stuff like that to help promote aquascaping. So that's going to be that. So yeah. I'm excited. I look to get rid of all these terrestrials. There's just a lot of them, and I want to break down these two greenhouses here and move the big greenhouse all the way up over here, up closer to the house. That way I can just focus on, you know, select species that I'm farming for bad fish, as well as the few rare species that I want to keep farming, keep going. So, but anyway, back to what I was doing. So that was watering greenhouse 1. There's 2 other greenhouses. So I'm going to grab the hose and I will be right back. So what's really cool, lately it's been raining pretty hard. So the terrestrials that are outside of the greenhouses, they're pretty good. They won't need much water at all. So I just had to walk the hose out. That way I don't sit here and beat up my plants with this hard hose. But now we go into the crib house. So we're in the crib house. The bins are already fairly well saturated, but I am still gonna mist everything, or well, not really mist it. I kind of, like I said, just a vertical setting on the hose, and I just kind of go over and spray everything. This is like a typical Saturday morning thing too. Just kind of blast all the crypts, get them all wet the floor. That way the floor will evaporate the water that's on it, and from there, you know, keep the humidity levels in the greenhouse up. These are seeds here from cryptocorin flamingo. It looks like they're trying to pop up, but again, heat's been a pain in the ass. It's been really hot. These are seeds that I collected off of Lagrandra Embolvii red. So we'll see if those pop up any better than what they're doing. Those were cryptocorin Nursery Rosen Maiden seeds. They're kind of popping up. I don't know how, man, but I have flamingos that just pop up randomly everywhere once in a while. But these guys were intentional seeded flamingos. This is actually from my original mother plant flamingo that I've had for freaking ever. But yeah, you know, it's just a nice, peaceful way to start the day is coming out and watering the plants a little bit. And I water like this about every 2 to 3 days. Sometimes every day if it's really dry like it is now and it's really hot. But it's fine. That's kind of why I'm breaking things down a bit too, is it's just too much work, too many greenhouses. And if I'm, you know, starting new things, it's hard to keep up with all that at the same time. So Sagittarius subulata, the true Sagittarius subulata, not like a hybrid or anything like that. This is confirmed true Sagittarius subulata, which is cool. Not many people have the actual Sagittarius subulata. Most of them that are in the hobby are hybrids. Sagittaria is a genus that hybridizes extremely easy with itself, so yeah. Now we go into this greenhouse here. Forgot the hose over here though. I need to trim some plants. You guys see the yellow leaves and stuff like that. I've been slacking on trimming. Typically I cut those off well before they fall to the ground. I feel so bad when I beat the plants up with the hose, but it is what it is. So now we're in this greenhouse. This greenhouse is a mess. Everything in here needs to be chopped and propped. New bins need to be started. Things need to be phased out a little bit. I've got a lot of Hygrophila Araguaia Lancea, or Lancea, Hygrophila Lancea, I guess is the actual term for it, or name for it. But I've got too much of that, and it doesn't sell very well. And I've got no real desire to keep it. I could convert a bunch of it for bad fish and see how it does, I guess. Yeah. This is all Rotala ramosi, our framer. That's kind of just, I neglected. But still growing, still easy to prop from, not lost at all by any means. So if you notice in all the greenhouses I have fans and misters set up. Every day at 3 the misters go off. That's just like a relief from the heat. The fans are always on, doing their thing, doing fan stuff. Just keeping circulation. That's important with the aquatics, is any plant really in a greenhouse is circulation. Air circulation prevents mold and fungus and other crappy things that mess your day up. This is such a cool plant. Anthurium deltaforce. Anthuriums are awesome. But all right, I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna grab some plants and pack them. All right, so this order here is for somebody that lives, I don't know, I have to ship it. So I don't want to give too much personal details about the person, but they got a lot of crypts. They're doing a breeder rack, and they just want a bunch of plants to help with fish breeding. So gonna hook them up with a bunch of crypts, bunch of different types of crypts. But the way I do this, if you see this is like a mat of Cryptocoryne Beckettii. This is original collection Cryptocoryne Beckettii. This is not from TC or anything like that. These are all from a plant that came direct from the locale. So what I would do, it's really hard to get plants like this out of the substrate. The roots on Cryptocoryne are freaking crazy. So I take a butter knife or a straight knife or whatever, a knife, and I just kind of carve where the roots are on what I want to remove. I got lava rock in here, so that's gonna be fun. Other aquatics will pop up in bins all the time. They're like weeds, especially the Ludwigia repens and Hydoides diffusa. Hydoides diffusa. There we are. Is the biggest culprit lately. That's been popping up everywhere, and now I have Linderina, Rotellifundria variegata popping up all over the place too. So soil amendment, we'll talk about that at another time. But sterilization of your soil when you reuse it prevents this from happening, like heat sterilization, stuff like that. Fire, basically, firing the soil will kill off any kind of seeds or whatever. But in my opinion, I mean, it's cool when things pop up, because over here what popped up is you have a Rotala ramosiar that just happened to pop up, as well as Ludwigia senegalensis. There we are. And another ramosiar over there. So, and this was my cryptocorin noratorii. There we are. Having trouble with talking today. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so sometimes the weeds are welcomed and are good. Other times it's just a Ludwigia repens, and I pull it out and I deal with it with the leaf blower later. Back to this now. If you notice, I'm like always picking out leaves as I go. I do side task as I do my main task, so like trimming's an ongoing side task for me, just to keep things in order. That's what I have to do. So now I start to remove the crypts. Because I cut it, they're nice and easy to come out. I kind of try to get off as much soil as I can so I don't end up stripping the bin of soil, but is what it is. You know, you got to get the plant out of there. Bucket of water, I just drop them in. As far as a number of what I'm looking for here, the gentleman just got a package of plants. There was no set number, and that's usually the best way to buy plants from me, because I'm a very generous dude, so I usually will just hook it up at that point, because yeah, you know, got a good feeling from the guy. He's a good hobbyist. He breeds cool fish. He was nice, very respectful, so he gets hooked up. You know, that's how it works in the world. You show respect, you get respect. So he gets respected with extra plants. And maybe one day he'll reciprocate with some kick-ass fishy bread using these plants. You never know. And if not, it's all good too, because like I said, the dude was nice. So made my cuts. Now I just kind of go through and peel up this mat of Cryptocorin becketii. Goodness, and what a mat it is. So for this, it's going to be really hard to salvage most of this dirt, so I'm going to do my best here, but this is pretty well on there. I may have to take the hose and blast it off, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Stand by. So I got the dirt off of those. They're in there. I'm just going to rip out these last three here. And these didn't get cut, and you can see the difficulty of getting them out. But that's fine. So here's some more. Another way to get the crypts out of the bin too is I could pull the bin out and shake it, and that would loosen up things really well. But that would also loosen up the plants that I'm not uprooting. Like, I'm only taking out a few, or one species of plant. I don't want to destroy everything else. I am going to give him some of this too, because like I said, he's a cool dude. But that I got to cut. So kind of just work our way in between the plants and try to find a base so we can get to the rhizome of it and cut it. And then we will pull out a clump of it. Shake it off. There we go. Now we'll go to this bin. This is Cryptocoryne myoia. These were all actually originally Cryptocoryne Florida Sunset. They reverted back to myoia, which is what Florida Sunset is. It's just a variegated myoia. So we'll just make our cut in here. Not much to worry about really. This is a single species bin, so if something gets messed up, not a big deal. It's all one species. Kind of slosh them around in there. I got it really nice and wet because it makes it easier to pull out the plants when it's nice and wet like that. Take them. See, that's probably like 10 of them, but I'm gonna get them probably like 20 more. Let's just see. So if you're interested in some crypts, guys, I am, like I said, breaking some stuff down. You know, message me, we'll talk, and we'll get you set up with some crypts. I've got a lot of stuff still that I am looking to part with, because I need to break down some things, so yeah. Now these two here are for an auction. Different gentleman. This is Cryptocoryne spiralis tiger. I would typically cut this too, but there's just these two plants that are right here, so I will He-Man it out of the ground because that's what I do. So there's his plants. I'll just use this really quickly to knock some of the mud off. And then we'll rinse it in the hose out there. And I'm gonna give the gentleman who ordered that crypt pack this bunch right here. Because like I said, he was cool. Nice healthy black dirt. Soil, sorry, I don't call it dirt. There we go. Alright, what else do I want to give him? Let's see. Give him Delicii. Let's give him some of these. So this down here are a mixture of undulatus and undulatus and Wendetii. The Wendetii are actually pink panther reverts. So we'll go ahead and go down here now. This bin here is a mixture of flamingo reverts and Cryptocoryne undulatus, undulatus red. So we will cut this bin a bit because just to make it easier. But we'll just kind of run it through just a few places here. Pull it up, get some plants out of here. So I have people ask me why I don't grow hydroponically as much. Main reason is lack of automation, lack of control. I have a lot more control with soil. It's a lot more stable. So with hydroponics, you know, things can swing and get screwed up pretty easily. With soil, you know, it's pretty stable. So that's the main reason. If I had investors or more money myself, I would fully automate, and I would do hydroponic and very little soil growing. It would be different. The yield with hydroponic can be much better, and it's a much cleaner grow, and it's easier to control nutrient factors better and all sorts of stuff. So, but it's also a hefty chunk of change to get started. All right, so I'm gonna bring these guys to the packing area and start packing them. So this is Rotala ramosi cutty. This was found in Colombia by a gentleman by the name of Vin Cuddy, who is a devoted aquarist, planted tank hobbyist, aquatic plant guru, master of all things growing underwater. Huge mentor of mine. Without him, I would never have been able to grasp and obtain the knowledge that I have now as far as identifying aquatics, and even down to the hybridization of stuff and everything like that is all knowledge that he has either given me or pointed me in the direction to learn. So Vin Cuddy is awesome, and I appreciate it. And this is his plant that he found, one of the many plants that he found. And this is going off to somebody else, but I have more. All right, so next, after that, after getting everything set up to pack, we're just going to do a quick packing of the plants here. We just take this Cryptocorean spiralis red, bigger piece of paper towel here, and I have a more in-depth video on how I do this that I'll be posting pretty much right after this one, I suppose. But I won't get into specifics for the vlog, but it's easy. So this is the auction Cryptocorean spiralis red, not the Crypt Pack one, the guy who was very generous and nice, but they both get good plants either way. I just have to do the plant that I actually posted for the auction, which is good. So, done. So now we just keep unpacking. If there's ever any doubt in anyone's mind if I can grow crypts or not, please back off. This is probably a 1/16 of the bin, as you guys saw from the other earlier. Crypts are my favorite. So many crypts. So many crypts. Easily 100 plants here, maybe more. So these are going to that gentleman we spoke about earlier, that we spoke about through the whole vlog. I don't want to say his name because I don't know if he wants to be outed. I don't know what his personal life is like, so I refuse to divulge that. But anyway, look at all this. So many crypts. We're gonna pack them all up and we're gonna get them out of here and get them over to him so he can put them in his breeding rack and breed some baby fish, because baby fish are cool. We need more of them. Crypts. It's like a half pound of crypts, maybe more. Maybe actually, it's probably about a pound. I should weigh it. I think I will. So this is the last plant that I'm packing for the day, and the last plant for the vlog. This is Ooya mandanensis. OOIA is the genus, Ooya. Very cool plant, Asian aquatic aeroid. This will be going off to a friend who is semi-local. So very cool plant. Because it is an aeroid, I pack it and ship it just like all the other aeroids, which is without any paper towel or anything like that. Just nice, pressed flat, air out, sealed, done. Ready for a box. Ooya manensis. Hit me up if you want some. Alright guys, well that's my typical Saturday. Now the plants just get thrown in boxes and we take them to the post office. So hope you guys enjoyed this segment. We'll come back once I get these things in boxes and we'll go to the post office together. So crib pack, big crib pack. Time to put it in a box, all bagged up. A bird that just landed over here somewhere. Anyway, my nice little reflective insulation here. Situate this into the box. Fluff in there, fluffin' stuffins, stuffin' the fluffins. Take this little shiny piece here, slide it all up in there. Perfect. And then just close the flaps. Doing this with one hand, folks. Out it. Get the old tape gun. This part's a two-hand part, but you get the idea. Alright, everything's packed up. Only had 4 orders going out, or 4 different people, but a lot of different plants for a few of them. So I'll go ahead and make the labels and slap them on there, and then off to the post office I go. This is my assistant. Hey Royce, I'm good here. Would you help me pack plants? Hey everybody, that's Royce from Aquascape. Say hi, Royce. So one of the other things I do all the time is I leaf blow the nursery off. I just like the ground cloth to be clean. It also helps keep away bugs and stuff, so yeah. Alright, we're pulling up to the post office now, so just drop these things off and then I'm off to Badfish Aquarium store to hang out for a little bit. It's been my new spot that I like to go and spend time, hang out with Alexa. It's good stuff. It's a super nice store filled with awesome fish and just good people. And it's cool, man. It's nice jumping back into like beginner level people and talking with them and stuff like that. It just really reminds me like why I started helping people in the hobby. Alright. So we're just gonna go drop these in the drop box. Usually what I do. Alright, so everything is dropped off and on its way. So, awesomeness. plants are on their way. Hope everybody gets them in good condition, and I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of the nursery vlog / chance vlog, whatever you want to call it. I'm just gonna start sharing some stuff that I do, how I do it, day-to-day stuff, whatever. No real format, but it's fun. I enjoy doing this, so hopefully you guys enjoyed some of it too. I hope everybody has a great day. Please like, subscribe, and share these videos, vlogs, whatever you want to call them. There'll be more coming, as well as a lot of other good videos that I've started putting the finishing touches on editing-wise. So, yep, more stuff coming down the line, guys. Have a good day. Bye.